Okay, we're going to move to your siblings now. Mom, tell us about your siblings.
They were Gay and Hope, but Hope was 10 years younger than I, and Gay was 4 years younger, so I was, closer to Gay. And in our townhouse, which is called a row house in those days that we lived in, it was like a Tudor townhouse, she and I actually shared a bedroom.
You and
Gay and I. We slept in the same double bed, and one day she accidentally pushed me out of the bed. I fell on the floor and split my lip open. I still have a scar, and I show it to her every year. But the reason we had slept in the same room, in the same bed, was a big double bed. In those days, when I slept with her, the war was on, and we had to take in a border. Everybody in Washington, they couldn't find places for all the government workers who were coming into Washington to live. So for your patriotic duty, and it was extra money too. You had to take in, you had to take in a roomer or a boarder, and we had a very nice boarder. We thought he was old. His name was Morris Tarr. I think he was 22, and he worked for the government. And he would help my parents out by babysitting sometimes for us. But that's why Gay and I shared a room until the end of World War II, when Hope was born and took up the third bedroom.
And talk about your sister's talents and later in life that they married and about the children.
Oh, should I?
Sure.
Oh. Well, Gay and I had good times, together, except she was cute, the cutest one. I was like skinny and, awkward, and Gay was nice and cute and plump, and everybody always admired her, and I would just stand there like a gawk. I was jealous of her. Well, I'm a jealous person, but anyway. We played together. We had fun playing together in the neighborhood with all the kids. We had a good time. And I collected movie stars. I had a great collection. That was the thing. And Hope was, 10 years younger than I, so I just saw her as a little baby. But I helped take care of her a lot. And she was like my little doll. I enjoyed her. And
then they went on to marry.
And we all got married.
Right. Your sisters. Talk about your sisters. Who they married, where they ended up living, and the children they had.
Oh, okay. Gay married Bob, who was a medical student. He was still in medical school when they got married. And that was in 1959, and that was like a cocktail wedding because they wanted the money, extra money for him to help support them. And they had 4 children, the same as Dad and I, 3 girls and a boy. And Hope married Ron Kane, and that they were divorced, and they had Nicole and Kevin.
How long were they married?
17 years, I think.
And
yeah.
When did they get married? What year?
I think 1960. Hope was turned 22. 1967.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And that ended in divorce.
And Dad, how about your sisters, your siblings?
Selma was a year older than I, and we get along fine together. I could always wait, whatever experience she had in life, following year I had, so I didn't have to be the first. Sarah was 10 years younger than I, so just the same as Mom had. So she was like almost out of our life. I was in my teens when she was born, almost anyway. So I didn't have much to do with her. It was my mother's responsibility. I didn't feel any competition from either one. Sarah was born in a little better times economically, so she was a little more privileged than we were, but I never felt we really missed anything. So then I went into the service when I was first turned 18, and spent almost a year in the Navy as an enlisted man, most of it in Washington, D.C. Went back to college, And then after college, I went to work with my father. Long story, that's another whole story. Then the Korean War broke out. I realized I'd have to go back in the service because I didn't have quite a year in. Since I was going back in, I fortunately got my commission, got a naval officer, etc. Put another 2 years in. Got to see a good part of the world. And when I came home, most of my friends were either married or getting married, etc. And just long story, I don't know if we're going to talk about that or not, but I was introduced to your mother, Joy, and I knew at that point I met Miss Wright. But I didn't know her first name was Always. Anyway, she's the last girl I ever dated. We met and we got engaged 6 months later and married 6 months after that, so I knew her a year before we actually got married and lived happily ever after.
Yeah.
And you just celebrated which anniversary?
When? 59?
59.
59.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the ups and downs. Oh.
So we had what do we have? 2 girls and then a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
I think all spaced out pretty well, and we had fun. We always had a younger one in the house. I always thought that was young.
Yeah, it kept us young.
Yeah,
I loved it. I loved it.
Those 15 to 30 years, whatever, was like a blur. But
25.
parenthood was fun. We look back at it now, and I don't think there was any real stress at the time. My business was getting better once we got started. Business got better, and we could. The youth, your lives were so much different than ours, but I never felt underprivileged in those. And I hope that when you all look back at this, that we did a halfway decent job.